Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, ISKCON founder Charya Jagat Guru Bhakti Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Jayam Vishnu Paramahamsa Pariva Jagat Hospital Sistema Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada and Vaibhava Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kurti Jai Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Srila Advaita Gadadara Srivasari Gaura Bhakti Jai Sri Radha Krishna Gopal Govinda Shanti Bharakunda Giri Govardhan Ki Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Mathura Dham Ki Jai Nadu Mayapur Dham Ki Jai Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai Yamuna Mai Ki Jai Ganges Mai Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious, all glorious, all glorious to Shri Guru Shri Gauranga Namo Vishnu. Adia Krishna Prita Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Tirtha Srimati Namaste Krishna Parasitam Shigara Karana Shakti Bhakti Tirtha Narayanam Namaskritya Aram Chaiva Naruttamam Devyam Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayam Dhira Ashtafai Sabadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyanandana Salakaya Chakshurulidhandena Tashmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Dena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Gurun Sri Yudapadakam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sarvajatan Sahavana Raghunatham Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Sarvadutam Purijanam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakamita He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagapati Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhani Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sandhyayevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Kalsara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai Hare Krishna.
Devotees are requested to please keep your phones and laptops on silent or mute. There should be no sound.
Thank you. I just want to ask you one question. Shall I ask you? Shall I ask you one question?
Yes.
Parikshit Maharaj was sharing Bhagavatam with cell phone. Parikshit Maharaj. We were having cell phone. Parikshit Maharaj. His phone rang in the class when Sugadev was speaking. No. Why our own phone used to ring in the class? Regularly in Hare Krishna temple. Our classes, the phone always ring. Why? Why do our phone rings in the class? Answer my question, say okay. Why does that happen? What's the reason for that?
Priority. Do not keep that much. Maybe not able to give the priority for that much. Give it to the Bhagavatam. Because of that, you give the mother
Bhagavatam is not our priority. Other things are our priority. So that why do we come to the class? Why? I'm asking you a question. You talk. I know you always talk. So you talk now.
Parikshit Maharaj, because he was completely focused on Bhagavatam. Whereas sometimes we are coming into the class, we are having some other engagement because we are not afraid of that is going to come soon. But Parikshit Maharaj was totally aware of that is going to come.
Yes, Parikshit Maharaj, he's very serious because there's a problem with him. But we are very comfortable. I'm very young. I have many important things to do. And because of that, we don't give attention to Bhagavatam, which is not correct. The same thing, Arjun had Bhagavad Gita for how long? Arjun? How many? How many minutes? 30 minutes. Arjun had for 30 minutes. Because he was serious. He has a problem before him. He's going to fight with Bhishma. It's not easy. He's going to fight with Dronacharya. It's not easy. Karna is his born enemy. He's the only person who can challenge Arjuna and knock his crown down. Only person who can do that is Karna. He's going to fight with him. So he was very determined, very serious. But we don't have such problem, which is not true. We have more problem than Arjuna and Parikshit Maharaj. We have more problem than that. Which one is that? Which one is that? So, what's the problem we have, which is worse than Arjuna and Parikshit? Distraction. Thank you. It's okay. It's all right. Very distracted. Okay, so for the 3 hours we're going to spend here, I think we should pretend to be like Arjuna. Parikshit Maharaj. So we are looking at chapter 14 of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, which is the disappearance of Lord Krishna. The disappearance of Lord Krishna. So from text 1 and 2, the issue is that Arjuna went to Dwarka and he didn't return. So it was a concern for Yudhishthira Maharaj. He was sent to go to Dwarka and come back. He has spent months and has not come back. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is worried. That is 1 and 2. Let's chant this slok together. Sutta uvacha samprastite dwaraka Vishnu bandhu didikshaya Yatam cha punya slokasya Krishnasya cha diveshchitam. Sri Sutta Goswami said, Arjuna went to Dwarka to see Lord Sri Krishna and other friends, and also to learn from the Lord of his next activities. Text number 2. A few months passed, and Arjuna did not return. Maharaj Yudhishthira then began to observe some inauspicious omens, which were fearful in themselves. Prabhupada said in the purport. Therefore, during the personal presence of the Lord on the earth, all paraphernalia for our peace and prosperity, especially religion and knowledge, were in full display because the Lord's presence, just as there is a full flood of light in the presence of the glowing sun. Maharaj Yudhishthira observed some discrepancies in his kingdom, and therefore he became very anxious about Arjuna, who was long absent, and there was also no news about Dwaraka's well-being. He suspected the disappearance of Lord Krishna. Otherwise, there would have been no possibility of fearful omens. Fear is a message, as something inauspicious is about to happen. There is some negativity, and also it is a sign of a sinful life, contamination in the heart. Pure devotees have no fear because there is no contamination in the heart. There is no sinful life in the life. So they are fearless. They are free from fear. But conditions will have a lot of fear. In this case of Arjuna and Yudhishthira Maharaj, it is because Lord Krishna has disappeared from the earth. Therefore, Yudhishthira Maharaj was experiencing a lot of inauspicious signs, which became a concern for him. In his own fear, it's not about the fear of death, he's going to die. It's the fear of being separated from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is fear. When one has something which is very, very, very important, very, very dear to someone, losing it is very, very, very painful. And Krishna and his relationship with his pure devotee, the Pandavas, is a different thing. It's a different thing. They are eternal companions. Therefore, it is very, very difficult for the Pandavas to exist without Krishna. Just like if there is no life in the body cannot function. Matter does not have existence without life, without the spirit. So for the Pandavas, Krishna is their spirit, is their life. Therefore, he said Arjuna to go and check what is happening in Dwarka and to ask what is the next plan, because he has finished the business of killing so many demons, and the battle of Kurukshetra has already been fought, and the religion has been established. So you want to know what is the next action. So not seeing Arjuna returning, and instead he's seeing so many inauspicious signs, he was afraid. He was wondering what has happened, and his fear would be justified when Arjuna will return. Text number 3 and 4. Yudhishthira Maharaj is seeing all the inauspicious signs. Text 3 and 4. He saw that the direction of eternal time had changed, and this was very fearful. There were disruptions in the seasonal regularities. The people in general had become very greedy, angry, and deceitful. And he saw that they were adopting foul means of livelihood. So in this slope, what are the signs of inauspiciousness? Just name them one by one. Name them one by one. The sign of inauspiciousness. One, the direction of time has changed. Second, seasonal irregularities. Then, people have become very greedy, angry, and deceitful. He also saw people have adopted foul means of livelihood. So these are the symptoms of Kali. And if we have these qualities, means we are product of Kali. And Krishna consciousness is to get our lives straight by being free from this. Prabhupada described it. A man becomes too greedy for wealth and power when he has no higher objective in life, and when he thinks that this earthly life of a few years is all in all. In ignorance is the cause of all these anomalies in human society. And to remove this ignorance, especially in this age of degradation, the powerful sun is there to distribute light in the shape of Srimad Bhagavatam. Do we experience this in our movement, in our life as a devotee? Do we have this experience? Prabhupada said, a man becomes greedy, a man becomes too greedy for wealth and power. Do we feel this? Do we see this in our movement? Yes. So can we make advancement with these qualities? The Prabhupada said, we are greedy for wealth and power because we don't have something higher. We don't have a Krishna as the purpose of our being in a Hare Krishna movement. That's what the Prabhupada is saying. For one whose goal of Krishna consciousness is Krishna, will not become greedy for power, for wealth, will not become greedy for position. This thing will not have any meaning to him or to her. What would be meaningful to him is Krishna consciousness. How to get closer and closer and closer to Krishna. We'll do things based on interest. If Krishna is our interest, we will follow all the necessary discipline to become Krishna conscious. If Krishna is not the goal of our life, we are going to adopt the means which is not approved in the scripture, nor by our chariots, which is not even wonderful for a devotee. That means that we have made a very big mistake coming to this movement if Krishna consciousness is not our priority, not the goal. And that shows in many ways. It shows in many ways our lack of interest in attending programs, lack of interest to be attached and addicted to the holy name, lack of the quality to appreciate devotees in our lives. We lack the ability to appreciate, the Prabhupada said, Bhagavatam is the light which will show us, which will show the light. Because Krishna is not our priority, Bhagavatam also will not become our priority. It will be our secondary thing. And even if we study Bhagavatam, we will study it academically. We will never study it devotionally. What is a sign of a one who has knowledge? What is a sign of a person who has knowledge? That this person is knowledgeable. What are the symptoms you see in a person that show this person is knowledgeable? It's humble. Very good. Very good. Vidya, Vinaya, Sampanne. So when you see a devotee, excuse me, when you see a devotee not respecting other devotees, what is that? Huh? Arrogance. Is that knowledge? But he has book knowledge. He has book knowledge. He can recite the Bhagavatam like parrot. Parrot is not a devotee. It means we don't have knowledge. And not having knowledge, but the next thing, yes. What the next symptoms? Knowledge, yeah. Yes. It's humble, yes. One next. What did I say something before? What is a sign of a person who have knowledge? This person is knowledgeable. I would say it's humble, yes. You forgot what did you say the same thing?
Is able to differentiate between matter and spirit.
Okay, yes, he would discriminate what is matter and spirit. Yes, there are many people who have understand this. Aham Brahmasmi, right? Many people have this knowledge. Aham Brahmasmi, but they're not bhaktas. They're not. They are different things altogether. Gyanis, they know matter and spirits. But Gyanis are considered speculators, not bhaktas, not karmis. Karmis are not called speculators. The Gyanis who are called speculators. Yes, something else? How do you know this person is knowledgeable?
We know that people are not at the time. At the time of difficulties, you know what to do, what not.
At the time of difficulties, he's not bewildered. Very good. Very good. He's not bewildered at the time of difficulty. He knows exactly what to do. Therefore, a knowledgeable person is composed. Situation does not shake him, but he can shake all situations. Very good. He has knowledge. He's not disturbed, he's not restless. So he has knowledge. So he knows how to do things perfectly. That is why Brahmanas only cook for Krishna, because they are not restless, they are peaceful, they are controlled. They know that we cannot offer material anxiety to Krishna. They're aware of that. So they're composed. Thank you. So when we see a devotee also not respectful to other devotees, what is that? That's knowledge? Huh? No. It means there's no knowledge. Let's see, I say arrogance is pride. So a knowledgeable person is very, very humble. He offered obeisances to devotees constantly. He offered obeisances to Krishna. In the Krishna temple these days, you see so many people. This is a Jayam Vishnu Paramahansa Parivaja, blah, blah, blah. They are sitting down, no obeisances, no bowing down. Is that knowledge? Is that humility? There's a proper jai. Or this sitting, no obeisances. Is that knowledge? Is that wisdom? This is common sight in Hare Krishna temple. Yet we are speaking Bhagavatam, we are hearing Bhagavatam, we are studying and distributing this. Yet we don't have it. We don't have the quality of one who knows Bhagavatam. So how many times Prabhupada has said, not by academic qualification? How many times? Can we count? How many times? How many times? So many times. So many. Throughout the whole of his purport. Not academic qualification. So Bhagavatam is different. Therefore, we should study the Bhagavatam to avoid all these unnecessary qualities Prabhupada mentioned here. Ignorance is a cause for all these anomalies in human society. And to remove this ignorance, especially in this age of degradation, the powerful sun is there to distribute light in the shape of Srimad Bhagavatam. It means when we study Bhagavatam, we should be free from all these qualities. It is the study of Bhagavatam that we are free from all these qualities. Text number 4. All ordinary transactions and dealings become polluted with cheating, even between friends and in familial affairs. There was always misunderstanding between fathers, mothers, and sons, between well-wishers and between brothers, even between husband and wife. There was always strain and quarrel. And between devotees, it is also fighting, quarreling, misunderstanding with devotees who are chanting Sisira every day. For those who are not chanting, that is okay, it is understandable. There is nothing to control the senses. But for those of us who are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, and we have so many disciplinary activity like studying the Bhagavatam, taking prasadam, looking at the watching and associating with the deities and having the association of pure devotees, we should be different. So we'll see also that this is happening in our movement means what? Means what? What does that mean? Huh? Oh, Kali should be blamed. Bring Kali here. It's Kali. Yes. We are not practicing properly. We are not practicing properly. Not Kali. It is we who are not practicing properly. Can you take Kali to court? I wanted to become very humble, but Kali, can you see? Kali cannot allow me to do that, but Kali allows us to eat nicely. So these are the anomalies. Continued. There's so many in this way. Ordinary transactions are dealing become polluted with cheating. That's what's happening everywhere. Cheating is the religion for common people. Even among devotees, cheating is still there. A devotee will tell you, Prabhu, I need 10 minutes, and they're going to take 1 hour. What is that? Huh? I'm asking, what is that? Cheating. That is cheating. It has serious effect in our practice. It may look like nothing, but it has serious consequences in our practice because it is a contamination. Poison is poison. Even if you take a drop, it is still poison. It will act. So devotees will avoid all these symptoms. This is the importance of studying these things to see what needs to be amended in our lives. So we can achieve the ultimate goal, Krishna. All these things has to be removed. Without removing these things, there is no question of being Krishna conscious. Prabhupada is going to explain in chapter 15. Without this purification, there is no question of being eternal associate of Krishna, either here or in the spiritual world. In the conditioned state, this is a explanation from Prabhupada, the living being is not satisfied even if he actually becomes the Lord of all that he surveys. Which kinds of cheating, even with his most intimate relations, devotees, friends, husband and wife that cheating each other. Proper quote, one proper quote, and he said, a pickpocket takes the money from our pocket. We are angry, want to kill the person. If you get the person, the wife is taking the same thing, but we smile. We don't consider her a pickpocketer. It's a smile because of the gratifications we get. So that is normal. Well, it's the same business. It's the same business. In such an unsatisfactory state of affairs, there is no harmony, even between father and son, so between husband and wife. But all these contending difficulties can be mitigated by one process, and that is the devotional service of the Lord. The world of hypocrisy can be checked only by counter-reaction through devotional service to the Lord and nothing else. Maharaj Yudhishthira, having observed the disparities, conjectured the disappearance of the Lord from the earth, and his thinking was correct. His thinking was perfect and is correct. Yes, our Krishna consciousness should be measured. Devotional service is not measurable. Pure devotional service is not measurable. Krishna is not measurable. But we should measure our own Krishna consciousness. If we don't measure our Krishna consciousness, we will not make progress. We will be floating. Floating, if we throw a football on the water, it will go with the current. If you throw a stone, it will not flow, it will go down the bottom. So devotees will be like a stone. And it will go down the deep bottom, the depth of the water, of the ocean. Means that our practice should be checked. We should check if we are doing what we're supposed to do in Krishna consciousness. We should check every day. Am I doing what I'm supposed to do here every day? And if the answer is yes, how are we doing it? We should check that. How is it being done? Because we're doing so many things, and it is not everything we do in devotional environment that is Krishna conscious or devotional service. It is not everything we do Hare Krishna movement which is devotional activities. They are not. The activities we're doing in a temple can be done by anyone else outside the temple. And it is all going on. All going on. Everything we're doing here is going on regularly in the material world. In the secular world, it is going on. So what makes our activities in Krishna consciousness devotional service? What makes our activities devotional service? What makes our activities in Krishna consciousness devotional service? Yes. When we're thinking about Krishna. Attitude, very good.
Love for Krishna.
Love for Krishna.
Faith and surrender.
Faith and surrender.
It is pleasing Krishna.
If it is pleasing Krishna.
Intentions or intentions.
Intentions. Intentions. Very good. Very good. When our activities are consciously offered to Krishna for his pleasure, that becomes devotional service, not before then. Our activities are consciously offered to Krishna with the aim to make him happy, to please him. That becomes devotional service. Before then, it is just an activity. It's just a service, but not devotional service. Look at the life of our devotees. See what it is. All the pure devotees, they experience everything we're experiencing, but their Christian consciousness never changed, even slightly, because the devotion they have. So text 5 to 10. Yudhishthira Maharaj expresses his worries to Bhim, his brother. He confided to Bhimsena his fears. He didn't keep it to himself. Right? If you have difficulties, in our life, we must have somebody who can share our heart with. We must have somebody. There must be somebody that we can share our difficulties with. Don't share it with people who do not have three qualities. Don't share your confidence with somebody who does not have these qualities. One, if he does not have the same interest like you, don't share your confidence with the person. Two, if the person does not have your interest in his mind, the person does not have your interest in his mind, don't share your confidence with the person. The person doesn't have the same interest with you, you don't have likeness, don't share your confidence with. And if the person is not a pure devotee, don't share your confidence. Three quality, if you see with the person, share your confidence, you will get help. If you share with people who doesn't have this quality, it will be on the Facebook tomorrow. And you get devastated. Oh, it destroyed my faith. It doesn't destroy, you will destroy your faith because you don't know whom to reveal your confidence with. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is now sharing his mind with his brother. In course of time, it came to pass that people in general became accustomed to greed, anger, pride, etc. Maharaj Yudhishthira, observing all these omens, spoke to his younger brother. Yudhishthira Uvacha Samprasito Durakayam Jishnu Bandhu Didrikshaya Yatuncha Punya Slokaya Krishna Sacha Vichestitam. Yudhishthira Maharaj Yudhishthira said to his younger brother, Bhimsena, I sent Arjuna to Dwaraka to meet his friends and to learn from the personality of Godhead, Krishna, of his program of work. Since he departed, 7 months have passed, yet he has not returned. I do not know factually how things are going there. Is he going to quit his earthly pastimes as Devarishi Narada indicated? Has that time already arrived? These are some of the questions Yudhishthira has asked. How many questions? How many points here? How many points mentioned here? How many points? Check carefully. How many? One, two, three, 4. What are they? What are they? Huh?
First was when Arjuna went for like between for 7 days. Yet he's
7 months.
7 months, sorry.
Yes.
Yet he's not returned. Then second one was Yudhishthira Maharaj do not know what is happening there in Dwarka.
Okay. I don't know what is happening there. 7 months have passed. I don't know what is happening. Next one.
Then Narada indicated that maybe Lord Krishna is going to quit his earthly pastimes.
So has that time come now? Is it true? Is that the time or is it still in the future? Yeah, go on. So Maharaj Yudhishthira is asking all this. These are his worries. He's sharing with Bhimsena. Right. When Yudhishthira Maharaj was lamenting the possibility of his disappearance, it was just in pursuance of a custom or lamenting the disappearance of a great friend. But factually, the Lord never quit his transcendental body, as is misconceived by less intelligent persons. Such less intelligent persons have been condemned by the Lord himself in Bhagavad Gita, and they are known as the Buddhas. That the Lord left his body means that he left again his plenary portions in their respective dharmas, transcendental abode, as he left his Virat Rupa in the material world. So Krishna never changed his body. Living means that as he came, also he would also disappear like that, because he does not have material body. Not even Krishna. We have personalities who are not Vishnu. They will have personalities who are not Lord Vishnu, who are not a category of Vishnu, who never change their body. Like Narendra Muni never changed his body. Very good. Who again?
Hanuman.
Hanuman, yes, thank you. Hanuman never changed his body. Who again? Ashwatthama will change. He's staying longer, but he will change. Yes. Narada never changed. Hanuman never changed. Yesterday, never changed. The Pandavas themselves never changed. Again, Dhruva Maharaj never changed. Dhruva Maharaj didn't change his body. Dhruva Maharaj. Yes. Narada Muni never changed his body. Prabhupada said, Prahlad change. Bali change. Get change. Like Prabhupada says, sleep and wake up in the same body. That's Narada. They don't change. So they don't change their body. What about the supreme personality of Godhead? Is it difficult to understand that his body, that is Satyanananda, also will not change?
Whereas you mentioned like this few personalities who never change the body.
Yes.
So like, okay, Narada Muni, Hanuman, they're easy to understand. But Dhruva Maharaj, how, like, because sometimes mentioned that Prahlad was a pure devotee and Dhruva was a mixed devotee in the big, I think. So like, but why he's not changing the body and Prahlad is free to change? And especially the reason.
It depends on the quality of their devotion and who they are. Prahlad has exalted qualities. He has very exalted qualities. Sanatana Goswami mentioned that if you see Prahlad, just seeing Prahlad, you see every day, but we don't see. But if you really see Prahlad Maharaj, and if you touch Prahlad Maharaj, and also if you hear him, you won't take birth again. You also become immortal. Sanatana Goswami said. That's he's an exalted devotee. Dhruva Maharaj, he performed heavy austerity. So in Prahlad, there are two persons in one. So yeah, thank you for asking the question. The one that is eternal associated on the Singhadev, it doesn't change. It doesn't change. The one that joined with him, the Brahmana, is changing. Thank you. So there are two persons in one. All right. So continue. Let's continue. Yudhishthira Maharaj. From him only all our kingly opulence, good wives, lives, progeny, control over our subject, victory over our enemies, and future accommodations in higher planets have become possible. All this is due to his costless mercy upon us. This is the benefit of being a devotee. It's a benefit of being a devotee. Krishna gave all this to us being a devotee. Yes. Prosperity earned by one's personal endeavor also depends on the mercy of the Lord. Personal labor must be there in addition to the Lord's benediction. But without the Lord's benediction, no one is successful simply by personal labor. The modernized man of Kali Yuga believes in personal the devil and denies the benediction of the Supreme Lord. Maharaj Yudhishthira admits this truth in his personal success, and it behoves one to follow in the footsteps of a great king and devotee of the Lord to make life a full success. If one could achieve success without the sanction of the Lord, then no medical practitioner will fail to cure a patient. Therefore, the conclusion is that God's sanction is the immediate cause for all happenings, good or bad. Any successful man should feel grateful to the Lord for all he has achieved. Effort alone is not possible. Effort alone is not enough, and mercy alone is not enough. Mercy alone is not enough because it will mean that Krishna is partial. Effort alone is not sufficient because it will mean that we can get it by our strength. Therefore, effort and mercy goes together. Yudhishthira Maharaj continued, just see, O man with a tiger strength, how many miseries due to celestial influences, earthly reactions, and bodily pains, all very dangerous in themselves, are foreboding danger in the near future by deluding our intelligence. Yudhishthira is appreciating Lord Krishna. By Lord Krishna's mercy, they were able to overcome so many miserable situations. So many. Actually, the life of the Pandavas from beginning to the end is full of miseries. At the point, Yudhishthira Maharaj himself had to confess, Lord Krishna, when people see my life, nobody will become a devotee. Nobody will become a devotee. See the whole of my life from beginning to the end. Nobody will become a devotee of yours. People say that to become a devotee is all miserable like this. Therefore, to remove this, he performed the Ajasuya sacrifice to establish the supreme position of Lord Krishna, so that people can understand Lord Krishna's position. That's the reason why he did that. Not because of anything he wanted material benefit. He wanted to appreciate Lord Krishna and show the world that Krishna is very, very merciful, very kind. And in some cases, Krishna will not remove our karma. He will leave it there. In some cases, at the stage of Nishta, the karma is gone. But in some cases, Lord Krishna will not remove it. Krishna will leave it there, so that we can continue to be running towards Krishna and all circumstances by approaching Krishna. So Hanuman said, Lord Krishna used the Pandavas to teach us, the quality of their tolerance. Yes, Krishna used them to teach us what is tolerance. And in all situations, they remain Krishna conscious. That is tolerance, that is purity. Only a person on the transcendental level can experience what they pass through and remain devotees. So Krishna teaches us how much of a pure devotee they are by putting them through so many difficulties. And their faith in Krishna never slightly changed, even for a moment, never. That is a position as pure devotees of Krishna. Therefore, Hanuman said, oh, you Pandavas, you have mystical power to control Lord Krishna. What is a mystic power? To control Krishna. Your devotion. This is their love. They control Krishna. That the Pandavas made Krishna their messenger. Yudhishthira Maharaj sent Krishna a message. Dear servant, so Krishna served Arjuna for 18 days. Arjuna was kicking Krishna for 18 days. No protest, no angry. He was feeding and bathing Arjuna's horses for 18 days. No complaint. That is love. That is the price they pay to get Krishna to do this. Tolerance. They got Krishna. Okay, from 11 to 20, text 11 to 20, Yudhishthira Maharaj observed the bad omens in his body, in the animals, in the birds, in the cattle, in different elements, also in the deities. How many? How many things? In his own body, his animals, the birds, the cattle, the Panchabhutas, the deities. He saw all these signs. Beginning on the body, he said, the left side of my body, my thighs, arms and eyes are all quivering again and again. I am having heart palpitation due to fear. All this indicates undesirable happening. Mean Lord Krishna has disappeared. That is why all these inauspicious things are taking place. I can feel this. Yudhishthira Maharaj felt them in his body. What are the signs? Which part of the bodies? The left side is, if the left eye is twitching, means what? Yes, it's a bad sign. Something inauspicious is going to happen. The same words, the left and the leg also. It is inauspicious, but for women, it is auspicious. For the women, it is auspicious. For men, it is right. Right is auspicious. It's opposite. Rukmini was having that sign when Krishna was not visible and he was expecting. At the point he started seeing that the left eye was twitching and the arms. Okay, he's somewhere there. She became comfortable. Yes. The fire can be extinguished only by the mercy of the Lord, who sends clouds to pour water on the forest. Similarly, undesirable happenings in life cannot be checked by any number of plans. Such miseries can be removed only by the mercy of the Lord, who sends his bona fide representative to enlighten human beings, and thus save them from all calamities. So if you want to save ourselves, what should we do? If you want to save ourselves, what should we do? Go to astrologers. Go to, you should take shelter of the bona fide spiritual master. He can take us out of our material miseries, not the demigods. Not the demigods. They don't have power to do that. Demigod cannot give us ticket to go back to Godhead. A pure devotee of Krishna can give us ticket to go to Godhead. So, in all situations, we should approach pure devotees of Krishna. Yudhishthira Maharaj continued. Just see, O Bhim, how the she-jackal cries at the rising sun and vomit fire, and how the dog barks at me fearlessly. O Bhimsena, tiger amongst men, Now useful animals like cows are passing me on my left side. And lower animals like the asses are circumambulating me. My horses appear to weep upon seeing me. Means what? Inauspicious.
So these symptoms, did Yudhishthira Maharaj observe while going through his kingdom for
Yes.
many days?
Yes. Yes. This is what he was experiencing. He was seeing all these things and he was mentioning them to Bhimsena. This is what I'm seeing. See. The cows are passing me, left side. See jackals. And yes.
But these signs are like, if we are observing around us, like we should also consider these are inauspicious, like these all things.
Yes.
And like sometimes India is thing like when we walking, sometimes cat cross the road.
Yes.
So India is quite considerable, like it is considered inauspicious.
Yes.
So like in what situation, like common people ask us what they supposed to do.
If he is passing from the left to right, that is auspicious. If he is coming from right to left, tell the driver to slow down. Tell the driver to stop speeding, if possible.
Right to left, slow down, and left to right.
Yeah, if it's any animal, either cat or dogs, or they are passing from left to right, it's auspicious. You can continue. But is it from right to the left? Yeah, if in a car, tell the driver, please, he should slow down. Otherwise, you have accident. And especially if it is Thursday, it is sure it will happen.
So, but Maharaj, like these indications are like just things are unavoidable. Just these symptoms only, or like by considering these aspects, person can stop also like future calamities. Can be stopped, or just this is the indication the person cannot do anything. Like in that way. Like,
Yeah, Prabhupada said here we should approach the spiritual master. That means that we should pray. We should offer prayer to the deities, to pray to the spiritual master. You know what is happening, please take care. And if possible for us, you can tell the driver to slow down. If it is a devotee or not a devotee, this is slow down.
Such a big thing. You have a good procession whenever he goes out. So how does it like the SS can come and circumambulate and cows generally pass from all the sides, so specifically the left side it is mentioned that he is observing on the left side.
If I'm walking, if I'm walking, I don't walk behind four-legged animals. I will change my direction. I know, I'm familiar with this science. I see many of you don't see these things. And sometimes when I'm working with devotees, I don't feel comfortable because it's inauspicious also to move in between two people. If you're in a group, when you do it commonly, you easily do this. They have a meaning, it's inauspicious. If those who move very close to me, if you see me, I will do like this. Anytime I see the devotee working with me and not following me, not walking in the same direction, I'm mixing in the middle of people. Immediately I will do like this is to contract the inauspiciousness. If you contract it, yes. Just like you chant Hare Krishna and beg prayer, You can do this sign also. It's a mudra. Yes.
You do like this in childhood.
Yes. See? Now you have forgotten it. Now you've forgotten it. So do it. Because they brought this thing from the scripture. All that comes from the scripture. It's a mudra. It's a mudra. So contract. Mudras are powerful. When you do that, when you're doing dirty worship, what the mudra is very powerful, very strong. Yes, let's continue. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, the dogs are barking fearlessly at me. This is inauspicious. If you are moving out, yes, this is just one thing. If you are moving out, if you are going for a donation, if you are going for a donation preaching, and you step out of the temple, the first person you see is carrying empty bucket. Don't go. If you go, you don't get a donation. You should come back to the temple, stay for a few minutes, then you will go again. If you come outside and see someone carrying a pot full of content, whether water or ghee, whatever, you should go, you get everything you are looking for. You get it. It's a science. I observe them. I observe this thing. I'm moving on the road. I observe them. If I'm traveling, if you drive me to the woods, I forgot something, I want to come back. I won't come back. I will stay there. You will come back and go and meet me there. I'll continue from there. I will not come back to the temple. I will go from there because it's inauspicious. Yes, continue. Just see, this pigeon is like a messenger of death. If you remember in Ramayana, you see when the powerful sons of Ravana are coming to fight. You see, description is mentioned. The corpse is on their face, and all these things. It means they are going to die. They don't come back, and all of them went and they didn't come back. And the experienced person have to change their direction. Either you start to chant Hare Krishna mantra to purify then you can continue. Otherwise, you go, you will not come back. The shrieks of the wolves and their rival crows make my heart tremble. It appears that they want to make a void of the whole universe. Don't see how the smoke encircles the sky. It appears that the earth and mountains are troubling. Just hear the cloudless thunder and see the bolt from the blue. All these are signs to indicate inauspiciousness. The wind blows violently, blasting dust everywhere and creating darkness. Clouds are raining everywhere with bloody disasters. You see, when Dhira and Kasifu and Hirandaksha were descending, what happened? All these things were also taking place.
What does it mean, bloody disaster? The bloody rain comes?
Yes, the blood was falling from the sky. Falling from the sky. All inauspicious signs. Rivers, tributaries, ponds, reservoirs, and the mine are all perturbed. Butter no longer ignite fire. What is this extraordinary time? What is going to happen? The calves do not suck the teat of the cows, nor do the cows give milk. They are standing, crying, tears in their eyes, and the bulls take no pleasure in the pasturing ground. Deities seem to be crying in the temple. lamenting and perspiring. They seem about to leave. All the cities, villages, towns, gardens, mines, and hermitages are now devoid of beauty and bereft of all happiness. I do not know what sort of calamities are now awaiting us.
These are friends, you know,
Yes.
but there is sometimes these are like they are in pleasure. I have a point.
Yes. Yes, I remember in my book, when it is observed that one tetra was shedding tears. That is different. That means they were sharing out of joy, not out of not because of calamity going to take place. We have two types of tears: the one which is cool and the one which is hot. The hot one is inauspicious. The cool one is auspicious. There are two types.
How we can understand it?
The pure devotee will know. Yeah, the pure devotee will know the difference. And also for one who is very, very sincere, you can also feel it, how you will feel during that time. How you feel if you are participating very nicely, how you will feel that time. It will show. 21 to 24. Arjun returned back. He gave Yudhishthira Maharaj an idea of some great loss because in Arjun looked very dejected. 21, 22, 23, 24. Arjun returned back to Hassan. Yes.
We see that Vidura in previous chapters, Vidura came, and at that time already the enemies are better and still and over. But now, currently Vidura has left, everyone left, and then Krishna Maharaj is seeing all bad romance. So ideally, you should have seen when Krishna was leaving that planet. But he's seeing all these bad romance so many days.
Bhagavatam is compiled after this. That is why it is put before. It is put before the battle of Kurukshetra. It is after. This is how Bhagavatam is compiled. Like yesterday. This is a narration of what has happened. Yeah. So you see that in Bhagavatam. Many things like this in Bhagavatam you will see. And some things I put before and after. That's how it is made. Therefore, 1, 5, 10. Bhagavatam is irregularly composed. But the purity, the content is potent. It's beyond time and circumstances, as well as space. Yes.
What it is that would generally be there at times at this time. So what it is generally
deities.
Like Lord Vishnu will be prominently worshipped and some other deities. Krishna deity also that.
Yes, in Dwarpa Yuga, deity of Krishna is there. Deity is there. All varieties of deities are available. Only in Satya Yuga the deity is not there. But in Dwarpa is there. Even in Treta is there because the deity, Jagya is there. You can't do Jagya without the deity. So the deities are there from Treta to Dwarpa. Yudhishthira Maharaj, they worship Krishna. The Pandavas, they worship Krishna. That is a deity. Other personality, they worship different personality, but Pandavas, their deity is Krishna. That's what they worship. Yes. Yes.
All these physical activities are because that one performs that way. That way affect on devotees for the performing sadhana of the life.
Yes, we are practitioners. We are practitioners. If a devotee is not properly situated, will be affected by everything. Only if we are properly situated and we are fully protected. If you have a house and you are not inside, if you stand outside, the sun will beat you. If you don't want the sun to beat you, you don't want the rain to beat you, stay inside the house. So if we are properly situated, following the discipline of Krishna very nicely, will not have any negative effect. In the third canto, this my ceremony is saying astrological influence doesn't disturb devotees. That's a pure devotee. It's a devotee. But if you're not that level, you'll be affected. You'll be affected with the Rahu is affecting everybody. Even devotees affected. You see that Yudhishthira Maharaj is going to, for them to renounce, they will perform jagya to have the auspiciousness to practice Krishna consciousness nicely. We didn't do all these rituals, we just jumped inside. It has effect. Even the Goswamis, they did, Rupa Sanatana Goswami, they did a ritual to cut off from material life to enter into spiritual life. They did. As high as they are. Of course, for them, they are teaching us lesson. It is necessary for us to do that. But Srila Prabhupada has covered us up. That some of these things we don't feel, we don't see, because Prabhupada covered us up. That's why we should be very, very serious and take full advantage of the mercy of Prabhupada, so we don't abuse what we have. 2021. I think that all these earthly disturbances indicate some greater laws to the good fortune of the world. The world was fortunate to have been marked with the footprint of the lotus feet of the Lord. These signs indicate that this will no longer be there. The good fortune of the world is Lord Krishna. But now it has left, therefore all inauspicious things are taking place. This is a statement from Yudhishthira Maharaj. Oh Brahmana Sonaka, while Maharaj Yudhishthira, observing the inauspicious signs on the earth at that time, was thus thinking to himself, Arjun came back from the city of the Jadus, Dwarka. When he bowed at his feet, the king saw that his dejection was unprecedented. His head was down, and tears glided from his lotus eyes. Arjun couldn't hide his feelings. He couldn't hide it. It was very, very visible that Yudhishthira Maharaj was seeing it. Seeing Arjun pale due to heartfelt anxieties, the king, remembering the indications of the sage Narada, questioned him in the midst of friends. 25 to 33, Yudhishthira inquires about Dwarka verses. What is happening in Dwarka? What are the residents of Dwarka doing? 25 to 33. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, my dear brother, please tell me whether our friends and relatives such as Madhu, Boja, Dasa, Dasara, Arha, Swatata, Andaka, and the members of the Jadu family are all passing their days in happiness. Just
Maharaj saw in the previous chapter, like Vidur could hide his emotions, but Arjun could not. So does this mean like Vidur was more self-controlled, or because of Arjun has more attachment to Krishna? Like he's having less attachment than Arjun? Because, like, what could be the reason? Like, because he's also going through all the information, but he could control his emotions and could not share the information.
yes. Vidura's position and Arjun's position are not the same. They are completely different. Arjun, we mentioned before, is an intimate, very intimate, hand-to-hand, leg-to-leg friend with Krishna. They sleep together, they eat together, they stroll together, they do everything together. How will you feel when such a person lives? How will you feel? There's no amount of philosophy that will, that will stop you from expressing that feeling, because this is beyond philosophy. This is beyond philosophy. His position is different from that of Vidura. So it is not a material lamentation. This is a spiritual lamentation. It's emotions or purely for Godhead that Arjun is expressing. It's not a material lamentation. One is lamenting for missing something material, like a family member. This is beyond family member issue. Even some enlightened devotee asks, just understanding the relationship between Krishna and Arjun, that Krishna had left, a sincere person also will feel the pain. How will the Pandavas doing after Krishna disappeared? How are they doing? How can they sustain their life? Because they saw the level of attachment between them. That is the issue. Is my respectable grandfather Surasena in a happy mood? And are my maternal uncle Vasudev and his younger brother all doing well? The feelings and the expression of Arjun's nature is sufficient to tell what's already happening there. His 7 wives, headed by Devaki, are all sisters. Are they and their sons and daughters-in-law all happy? Ugrasena, whose son was the mischievous Kamsa, and his younger brother still living? Hirdika and his son Katavarma happy? Akurura, Jayanta, Gada, Saran, and Satyajit all happy? How is Balaram, the personality of Godhead and the protector of devotees? Among various names of the relatives, the name of Ram or Balaram, eldest brother of Lord Krishna, is added in the words the personality of Godhead, because Lord Balaram is the immediate expansion of the Vishnu Tattva as Prakash Vigraha of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Although one without a second expand himself as many other living beings. Sri Ram or Balaram is a protector of the devotees of the Lord. Baladev acts as the spiritual master of all devotees, and by his causeless mercy, the fallen souls are delivered. Sri Baladev appeared as Sri Nityananda Prabhu during the advent of Lord Chaitanya, and the great Lord Nityananda Prabhu exhibited his causeless mercy by delivering a pair of extremely fallen souls, namely Jagai and Madai. Therefore, it is particularly mentioned herein that Balaram is a protector of the devotees of the Lord. By his divine grace, only one can approach the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. And though Sri Balaram is a mercy incarnation of the Lord, manifested as the spiritual master, the savior of the pure devotees. How is Pradyumna, the great general of the Vishnu family? Is he happy? And is Aniruddha, the plenary expansion of the personality of Godhead, faring well? Are all the chieftain sons of Lord Krishna, such as Susena, Charudeshna, Samba, the son of Jamavati, and Vishava, along with their sons, all doing well? Also, Sutadev, Uddhav, and others, Nanda, Sunanda, and other leaders of liberated souls who are constant companions of the Lord are protected by Lord Balaram and Krishna. Are they all doing well in their respective functions? Do they, who are all eternally bound in friendship with us, remember our welfare? Prabhupada said, the constant companions of Lord Krishna, such as Uddhav, are all liberated souls, and they descended along with Krishna to this material world to fulfill the mission of the Lord. The Pandavas are also liberated souls who descended along with Lord Krishna to serve him in his transcendental presence on this earth. Yudhishthira Maharaj continued. He asked about Lord Krishna in his office. 34. Is Lord Krishna the supreme personality of Godhead who gives pleasure to the cows, the senses, and the brahmanas, who is very affectionate towards his devotees, enjoying the pious assembly at Dwarka Puri, surrounded by friends? Since the Lord is all perfect in himself, there could not be any question of his welfare, and Maharaj Yudhishthira refrained from asking this question. He simply inquired about his residential place, Dwarka Puri, where pious men assembled. The Lord says only where pious men assemble, and takes pleasure in their glorifying the Supreme Truth. Maharaj Yudhishthira was anxious to know about the pious men and their pious act in the city of Dwarka. 35 to 38. Yudhishthira Maharaj is asking about Krishna's queens and Lord Balaram are the chief hero of Dwarka. He asks, is Govinda doing well? Govind, is he doing well? The original personality of Godhead, the enjoyer, and Balaram, the Premaba Lord Ananta, are staying in the ocean of Yadu dynasty for the welfare, protection, and general progress of the entire universe. And the members of the Yadu dynasty, being protected by the arms of the Lord, are enjoying life like the residents of the spiritual sky. Okay, this is proper purport. These inhabitants are known as Mahapaurusika, Paurusikas, or persons directly engaged in the service of the Lord. They are happy in those planets and are without any kind of misery. And they live perpetually in full youthfulness, enjoying life in full bliss and knowledge, without fear of birth, death, old age, or disease, and without the influence of Kala, eternal time. Maharaj Yudhishthira has compared the inhabitants of Dwaraka to the Mahapurusikas of Vaikuntha because they are so happy with the Lord. In the Bhagavad Gita, there are many references to the Vaikuntha Lokas, and they are mentioned there as Mat Dham, or the kingdom of the Lord. Dwarka, Mathura, and Vrindavan, they are spiritual, and the residents are also spiritual. Of course, even among the pure devotees, there are different levels, not the same levels. Among the pure devotees also, not even conditions. There's already pure devotees who are associating with Krishna. We have prayers, we have prayer narma, confidential, most confidential friends of Krishna, different levels. This is asking about everyone. Simply by administering comfort at the lotus feet of the Lord, which is the most important of all services. The queens of Dwarka, headed by Satyabhama, induced the Lord to conquer the demigods. Thus, the queens enjoy things which are prerogatives of the wives of the controller of the thunderbolts. He is referring to Krishna going to heaven to go and take Parijata from heaven and bring it here, which Indra did not appreciate. He appreciated when Krishna returned the earrings of his mother to him. He accepted all that. But when he was taking the Parijata, he forgot the supreme personality of Godhead. So the demigods are materially placed. They are not pure devotees. Even though they are called the Suras, but they are not pure devotees. They are Sura because they are helping Krishna in his material management. The pure devotees who are representing Krishna, the special master, they are different. And they are superior to the demigod because their position is not material. Their position is spiritual. Those who have material positions in Krishna's management, they are not so spiritual and not so devoted. So you see, among the demigods, there are a lot of material desire also. So their position is given to them due to material desires. And you see, Indra is always envious of any person who tries to become a devotee. He's envious. But a pure devotee will not be envious of another pure devotee. Now the money not that envious of any devotee. Now the money feels happy and joyful to see people becoming devotees. He feels happy. And in chapter 6, he mentioned that the devotees are going back to Godhead. They are happy going back to Godhead. Therefore, they don't envy people are suffering in the material. They have no envy because they are going back to Godhead, where everything is completely perfect, sweet, and transcendental by nature. But because the queens accepted the high quality of devotional service, namely administering the Lord all comfort, the Lord played the part of a faithful and complete husband. No earthly creature can expect to have things from the heavenly kingdom, especially the Prajata flowers, which are simply to be used by the demigods. But due to their becoming the Lord's faithful wives, all of them enjoy the special prerogatives of the great wives of the denizens of heaven. In other words, since the Lord is the proprietor of everything within his creation, it is not very astonishing for the queens of Dwaraka to have any rating from any part of the universe. 38. The great heroes of the Jadu dynasty, being protected by the Sri Krishna, always remain fearless in every respect, and therefore their feet trample over the Sudharma assembly house, which the best demigod desired, but which was taken away from them. In other words, the Lord is provided with the best things in the universe by his pure devotees. Lord Krishna was provided with all kinds of comfort and facilities available within the universe by the members of the Janu dynasty, and in return, such servitors of the Lord were protected and fearless. Devotees are protected by Lord Krishna, and they have everything beyond even the facilities of the demigods because of their devotion. The devotee have the most exalted position. A forgetful, conditioned soul is fearful, but a liberated soul is never fearful, just as a small child completely dependent on the mercy of his father is never fearful of anyone. Fearfulness is a sort of illusion for the living being when he is in slumber and forgetting his eternal relation with the Lord. Fear also means faithlessness. We don't understand Christian position. Therefore, there is fear. If one has faith in Krishna and understand that Krishna is one without a second, everything is under him, everything is controlled by him, including the most powerful demons. Why would such a person be afraid? Afraid of who? Afraid of who? Why Krishna killed a demon not when he's 125? He killed demons when he was 3 months old. That is when he started killing demons. 3 months old. 1 year old. What's the reason Krishna did that? Why Krishna killed the demon? Not when he was 125. He's a big man at that time, materially speaking. All the demons were, and really formidable person. Putana, what is the height of Putana?
12 miles.
Huh?
12 miles.
Putana is 12 miles. And Krishna was at that time what size? Huh? What size? when Krishna was on the chest of Putana, he was not seen. If the person don't see him, they have to use ladder to climb the body of a Putana to see Krishna on top of Putana's chest. So Krishna was fearful. So what was Krishna teaching? What was Krishna teaching us by that? What's he teaching?
Like when he Supreme Personality.
Huh?
He Supreme Personality regarded as anything.
Size has nothing to do with Krishna. His position is not about size. He can be Adan Tarasta Paramanu Chayam Tarastam. That is Krishna's position. It can be the smallest, that it cannot be visible, and at the same time, the greatest, the mightiest, and nothing can be compared. That is Krishna's position. So he killed the demons at this stage to show us that, see, I'm the Supreme Lord and I can protect you. But because we don't have faith in Krishna, we still maintain our fears due to fearlessness and also the contamination in the heart that makes us fearful. The pure devotees are not fearful. Even not yet a pure devotee, but having faith by seeing what Krishna have done, it is sufficient to give us the confidence that we should not also be fearful, because nothing can happen without Krishna's permission. There's nothing. Everything happens by Krishna's permission. Therefore, a devotee who is under the shelter, the protection of Krishna should not be fearful. We should know that our Supreme Father is there at all times. It's always there. One time, Srila Prabhupada was traveling with his small child. And in the train, a conductor was moving around checking the tickets. So he saw the small boy. So he said, "Where's the ticket?" The boy said, "I don't have ticket." "You don't have ticket? Get down." "No, I will not get down." You don't have ticket, you should get down. No, I will not get down. Why? My father is here, so I cannot get down. This will be our attitude. Our father is Krishna. So we should not be fearful. We should not be fearful of anything, of anybody. We should not be fearful. Fear means we have no faith in Krishna, and also amount of contamination that is there in the heart that is making us to be fearful. Otherwise, there is nothing like fear. For a devotee of Krishna, nothing like fear. Yes. The tiger is a myth for both of them, namely the person dreaming and the person awake. Because actually there is no tiger, but the man fearful of his awakened life is fearful, whereas the man who has not forgotten his position is not at all fearful. Thus the members of the Jadu dynasty were fully awake in their service to the Lord, and therefore there was no tiger for them to be afraid of at any time. Even if they were a real tiger, the Lord was there to protect them. 39 to 41. Disrespect, unfriendly words, health, failure to protect, and charity. In other words, Yudhishthira Maharaj is going to mention all the qualities of who? All the qualities of who? Satyas. He's going to enumerate the thing that the Satyas should do. And if these things are not done, it is considered inauspicious. He's going to mention them. In other words, Yudhishthira Maharaj is gradually revealing his mind to his brothers. My dear brother Arjun, please tell me whether your health is all right. You appear to have lost your bodily luster. Is it due to others disrespecting and neglecting you because of your long stay at Dwarka? How many qualities? How many qualities are here? Huh? No. Name them. He expresses, first he expresses Arjun's his feelings. Yeah, his state of mind. Now he is also mentioning the thing that he's supposed to do that he didn't do. There are two things here. You see? Did you see the two things? Huh? What are they? What are the two? What are the first things? Huh?
Health should be all right. Bodily luster should be all right.
Yes, he's asking, please tell me whether your health is all right. This is for John himself. You appear to have lost your bodily luster. This too is for June. Now he's going to mention his quality as a Sattva, his duty as a Sattva, which he has not done, which may be the reason for the two things that is making him to feel the way he's feeling. You understand? Now he mentioned the things that are for him as his duty. Mention his duty. One? Huh? So look at it now. Look at it carefully and see. See what is it.
Because you are staying there for a long time. neglect.
You went for the last one. Where's the beginning? That's the last one. Where's the beginning? Huh?
For disrespecting and neglecting others.
Is it due to others disrespecting and neglecting you? Right? Satyras does not beg. The Satyras, they command. Brahmanas, they beg. They don't command, they beg. But Satyras, they don't beg, they command. It's a quality for Brahmana, so it's for Satyras. So, have you been disrespected? Or you have been neglected? It's an insult for a Sattva. It's an insult. This may happen because you have overstayed, which means we should not overdepend on others. Overdependence is not good, it's a fault. We should not unnecessarily stay in a place. You will not be appreciated again. It's a cultural society. So this principle is there. Next question. Has someone addressed you with unfriendly words or threatened you? A Sattva cannot be threatened by anyone. They are fearless. When Bhimsana was told by Hidimbi, run away, my brother is coming. My brother, what did he do? Huh? Let him come. Who is Hidimba? Who is? Forget about Hidimba. Who is Hidimba? That's a Sattva. A Sattva will not be afraid. Why are they not afraid? Why is Sattva not afraid? Sattvas. Why are they not afraid? Why they are not fearful?
They like fighting.
They like fighting. Very good. What else?
Dependence on Krishna, Lord.
Not all Satyas are devotees of Krishna. It depends on why are they not fearful? Yes.
Their duty to protect Dharma. So they are
Their duty to protect Dharma. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
they know that even if they die in the night, they will go.
They know their destination. Their destination is suspicious. They are going to heaven. They are going to a higher place. So they're not afraid. It's a chance. What the Bhakti said. Who this opportunity comes unsought, you should take it. This is a Sattva spirit. They don't know this philosophy. Therefore, they are fearless because they know their destination. One who does not know their destination will be afraid. Will you be afraid if your guru tells you, I'm sending back to Godhead now? Come, let's go. Will you be afraid? No, Guru Dev, let me wait for a while. Will you say like that? Huh? You will say that if you're not sure. If you're sure, yeah. You say, let me go, I've been waiting for it. The Sattvias are sure of this, therefore they are not fearful. So this Maha is enumerating all these qualities of the Sattva, the duties of the Sattva. Yes? Or threatened. Could you not give charity to one who asks? Or could you not keep your promise to someone? How many? How many duties of the Sattvias mentioned? Only two? Which are the two?
Four. To summarize.
Huh?
Poor qualities here. Poor
Yes, mention them.
some unfriendly words
Yes,
or threatened.
yes.
Fourth one is not able to give the charity.
No giving charity, yes.
Fourth is like cannot keep his
Yes,
promise.
didn't promise. He didn't keep to the promise. A Kshatriya must keep to the promise. A devotee must keep to the promise. A devotee must keep to the promise. We have promised Krishna Master that we will do 16 round minimum every day and for a great principle. A disciple should keep to them.
Whereas like introduced to the society and ISKCON, is there any role of the Kshatriyas? Like
Yes, we just mentioned, for example, as devotee, we should keep to our promise. We should give charity. We should give charity. Our charity is to give Krishna Prasadam. Titan Mahaprabhu were doing that regularly every day. Once Titan Bhagavad, once he see a person, he will give them money, he give them food. We should give.
regarding protection also, like we can.
Yes, protection, it does not mean amulet. Protection means we give Krishna consciousness. That's protection. That's how we protect. A leader protect the devotees by giving us service and make sure that we are doing the services nicely. That's our protection. They support us to say that we are doing our practice nicely, we have chance to do our japa, to keep the principle and do our services nicely. The leaders have the responsibility to help us do this, and we should do them. Otherwise, we are not keeping to the duties of devotee. So this is not just only for the Kshatriyas now, it is for all devotees. A devotee should be truthful to our vows. Very, very, very important. A Kshatriya or a rich man is sometimes visited by persons who are in need of money. And this is my observation. The way we do our charity is also very, very insulting. In our temples, how we give our prasadam to people is very insulting. I wish we could change the idea. We should not treat people like if they are so useless, and they have to depend on our mercy. That was not the attitude of Sri Prabhupada introducing giving food to devotees, not to people to eat. We keep them hanging in the sun for a very long time, and it's a little kids you are going to give them, but we'll give you with an insult. It is not wonderful. It pains me when I see a situation like this. And also in the Ekadasi days, we give them grains. We give people grains on the Ekadasi day. That is not protecting them. Because protection means to help. It's to help people to get out of conditioning to Krishna. That is help. That is protection. If we don't give them prasadam, and so we're not helping them. And if you give them grains on the Ekadasi, also we're not helping them. We are worsening their situation, which is not correct. One should not fail to keep his promise to give charity. These discrepancies are sometimes causes of despondency. And thus failing, a person becomes subjected to criticism, which might also be the cause of Arjuna's flight. Continue. You are always the protector of the deserving living beings, such as brahmanas, children, cows, women, and the diseased. Could you not give them protection when they approach you for shelter? Now he will ask about his own personal welfare, Arjun's personal welfare. He asks, have you contacted a woman of impeccable character, or have you not properly treated a deserving woman? Or have you been defeated on the way by someone who is inferior or equal to you? Properly gave a very nice explanation here. A woman approaching a man for contact should never be refused. But at the same time, the discretion as above mentioned may also be considered. Bhim was approached by Hidimbi from a community lower than the Sudras, and Yayati refused to marry the daughter of Sukracharya because of Sukracharya being a Brahmana. Vyasadeva, a Brahmana, was called to beget Pandu and Dhritarashtra. Satyavati belonged to a family of fishermen, but Parsara, a great Brahmana, begot in her Vyasadeva. So there are so many examples of contact with women, but in all cases, the contact were not abominable, nor were the result of such contact bad. Contact between man and woman is natural, but that also must be carried out under regulated principles so that social consecration may not be disturbed or unwanted worthless population increase for the unrest of the world. Unpardonable act. Unpardonable act. What is unpardonable act? Have you not taken care of all men and boys who deserve to dine with you? Have you left them and taken your meals alone? Have you committed some unpardonable mistake, which is considered to be abominable? What is unpardonable offense? What is that? Unpardonable. What is that offense that cannot be pardoned? It's inside the purpose. What is it?
Generally said like mistake of mind can be burden, but mistake of heart naturally some committing by mistake, by heart, by mind.
Okay.
Neglect of prescribed duty of a household as mistake a matter of humanity and God.
Yes, it is unpardonable offense. It is the duty of a householder to feed first all the children, the old members of the family, the brahmanas and the invalids. Besides that, an ideal householder is required to call for any unknown hungry man to come and dine before he himself goes to take his meals. He is required to call for such a hungry man thrice on the road. The neglect of this prescribed duty of a householder, especially in the matter of the old men and children, is unpardonable offense. Yes. And then he's now going to ask if Krishna is gone. The next. Or is it that you are feeling empty for all time because you might have lost your most intimate friend, Lord Krishna? Is Krishna gone? Is that the reason why you are like this? Oh, my brother Arjun, I can think of no other reason for your becoming so dejected, because Arjun is so trained that all other things mentioned about him here cannot be violated. Arjun must keep to all these things perfectly. The only thing that can make him to feel the way he's feeling is that his friend, Lord Krishna, has disappeared. All the inquisitiveness of Maharaj Yudhishthira about the world situation was already conjectured by Maharaj Yudhishthira on the basis of Lord Krishna's disappearance from the vision of the world. And this was now disclosed by him because of the acute dejection of Arjuna, which could not have been possible otherwise. Yes, not possible otherwise. Arjuna does not have any defect in him that he will not be able to do all these activities meant for Kshatriya. The only thing that can happen is that Krishna has left. So, even though he was doubtful about it, he was obliged to inquire frankly from Arjuna on the basis of Sri Narada's indication. So this is the end of Prabhupada's purport to chapter 14 of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Disappearance of Lord Krishna. Yes. Yes.
Whereas like a few minutes back you mentioned like we should not serve the grains on the day of Ekadashi.
Yes.
The same point I discussed with one devotee few years back. But it was like anyway that person is going to take something outside.
Yes.
That is getting prashad.
Yes.
As we are serving the grains in the restaurants also. Most of the restaurants in the Govinda like ISKCON, we are serving grains. So what any comment like and one aspect like anyway they are going to eat outside. So at least they are getting Krishna prashad. So that's.
Thank you. Thank you. I got the same question in one temple when I saw in the morning they serve all the sweet rice they cook for the deity, they serve all of it. And after a few minutes they all disappeared. So I asked him, what happened to the sweet rice prasadam? So we gave it to congregation members. I said, why? The same thing. They eat in the house. They also drink in the house. Can give them also. Yes, they drink in the house. They eat meat in the house. Who can do that? Why not? It is not justified. Because our duty is not to reinforce their sinful activities. That's not our duty. Our duty is to help them realize what they're doing is wrong and to change. That's our duty. Another point also is, let us look at grains on Ekadasi. Do we know the gravity of grains, taking grains on Ekadasi? One grain leaves Purush. So if you give one grain or a plate of grains to somebody, have we helped the person? If it is, even if it's prasad, have we helped the person? Why we shouldn't take it ourselves? It is Krishna prasadam, but why we are not allowed to take it ourselves? What is the reason we shouldn't take it? It's prasadam, right? But why we shouldn't take it? What Purusha is there? So how can we give it to somebody else? If you really care for the person, do we expect them to become devotees tomorrow? How? By reinforcing their sinful life. That's how they become devotees? Is that the way? It is wrong on our part. It is wrong on our part. We are not thinking properly. Second part, Yeah, okay, yeah. The restaurant, they are doing that. So must you do that? Because other people are doing something wrong. So we should join people doing something wrong? Will we have the power to tell Yamaras like that? We tell Yamaras, no, I say, people are doing the same thing, so I do that. No, what is the problem? Yamaras, okay, these people who did this, see what they are going, please join them. No. Yamara, I did because, yes, this is a place for those who are doing like that. So please, come here. We are not justified to do that. We should not do it. They should do it because they don't know. But we should know this and they should not do that. If you care for people, we should not reinforce their sinful life. We should try to help people to become devotees. So Prabhupada said, violence means what? If you don't preach Krishna consciousness to people, we are committing violence. So if we are not telling people the right thing, what is that? Violence. That's violence.
One more question. Like in this second last purport, like mention about this marriage, Anulom and Pratilom.
Yes.
So in ISKCON, sometimes people used to come and ask us. So when we discuss this principle, so just to fulfill the desire, they have a two concept. One concept, like we are the devotees, so no problem. And another thing, otherwise they should Kalo Sutra Sambhava. Everyone has a sutra only, so no problem. Getting married sutra with the sutra. So like, what is the solution? And they need to fulfill their desires anyway, either on the devotional platform or either in this way. So, and devotees also we need to follow the same, or this concept Anulom Pratilom, or person is practicing Krishna consciousness, so no need to follow.
I feel that we should stop jumping to transcendence. We should practice transformation first, then we can become transcendental. By jumping there, we will fall and break our waist. I feel we should not do like that. So, Srila Prabhupada gave us two qualifications. The boy and girl must have the same taste and character. That is the qualification. Even if we are astrologically compatible, if they don't have the same taste and character, the marriage will not work. They will be in anxiety. So we should check. This is the most important thing. The taste and character must be the same. Then they are fit. Then you can overlook other things. The taste and character is the most important thing. The proper mention in the third canto. It's compulsory. We should follow this. Then we'll succeed. You know, when people are interested in something, we have so many philosophies to back it. But when you start having difficulty, they will come and blame you. Yeah, it's called marriage. Yeah, you married us. But when they are infatuated, they have big philosophy to tell. When the infatuation wears off, they will be in a different situation. At that time, they will sit in a different way. Let us follow the right thing. Taste and character. It covers everything. If the girl is of demonic nature, let the person marry a demonic nature boy or girl. This person is a divine quality. So a girl, divine girl, divine boy. Demonic boy, demonic boy.
Then two demonic, then another third demonic.
They will be happy. Yes. If you mix it, it's terrible. It will be terrible. It's happening. They will not last for 2 days. They are fighting and breaking their heads and all kinds of things will come. And they give you anxiety. Yeah, practical thing we should do. Chapter 15, the Pandavas retire timely. Sorry. Okay, yes. Okay. 10 minutes. You can take 10 minutes, guys. Then we continue. Mm. Yes. There are so many lessons. All the questions, there are so many lessons. And then from what Samara